And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll try the run.
game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
The Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed. They really does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Might be changing the route. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Got it in the middle, it's Gentry. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Looking for space. It's McMillan. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. And they will score. Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so. And A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Try the left side. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the tailback. Just enough there to get it to the 20.
So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally tough.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got a man. It's small. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
To the air on first down. Here's a hit. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete. You know, when these two first met in 1899, both schools were located in Waco. Of course, TCU eventually relocated, and relocating the Frogs in the conference realignment race over the years has stoked the fires of this rivalry.
And it's weird because Reese covered that game. And I know that because he was the sideline reporter. He was a 0-0 tie. Yes, both teams from the same region. So a lot on the line. We've seen some excitement with these rivalry games. And with this matchup, Jesse, I'm excited about today.
Me too. And I think when you think about Texas football, everyone's always talking about Texas versus Texas A&M. Don't forget about Baylor TCU. These fan bases do not like each other, and the action on the field seemingly always delivers.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
And the Horned Frogs are marching down the field. Rides the back and leaps on the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking for a huge play. Catch inside the 30 and still right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gives it on the option. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. They'll immediately call timeout. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
No way to go on down. He goes at the 39.
And listen, the quarterback drops back. He's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. The field goal is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Let's go! Let's go! He wants to change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop. Just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And the Horned Frogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. And it's caught. Across the 25. He's got room. Touchdown, TCU. Oh, that baby and stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just enough there to get it to the 25 and pick up a 2.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of play. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Looking left. That's caught. It's Chester. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And the Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass for a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Running back searching for a change, and they'll spot it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
In football, you hear the term quick and don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs make the decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Fires to the wideout. They dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll give it to the back. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
To the ground with the back. Stop is made almost immediately, giving one to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Snares it outside. It's Smith.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so you can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Those fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark this team needs. They're trailing by just 4 to LSU. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Give to the back. Got to be smart, patient, read vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Making side adjustments here. To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Gentry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Finds his man. It's Shelton. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Able to kick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to go up top. And as he throws, just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
And the Horned Frogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll try to do it himself. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up 4th.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Sticks it in his belt. Ball down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They needed less than a yard, didn't hesitate, didn't think about the field goal. Probably a little long for that, but they get the first down.
And now that you've got it and a fresh set of downs, look at where they are in the field. You're sort of in that fringe area. There are a lot of coaches that like to take shots at this specific juncture of the field. Let's see what the offense does here.
The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They beat it again.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He's got him. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. We're now up by 7 points here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on. And you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll start the return inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down. Got a man. It's Roberts. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
Touchdown, Bears! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Steps away. He throws one to the left. And they couldn't connect on a deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Start this third quarter with a run. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage. And
the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. And off to the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Ace, 27, jump.
He might want another play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing, throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab on the right. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18. 22.
Looking for a gap. It's McMillan. Powers through the defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff from the gun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
The Horned Frogs are flying down the field.
Military stun.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Right on the money. The ball is routine after that grab. And the Horned Frogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Leaves it with the back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness.
Man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up a touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. The Baylor offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Roberts. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver to have a lot of success.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. A little release to the back. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The Bears will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You're dealing with a 2nd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. It's a draw. He breaks a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting damn close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is
Breaks into the opening. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical downing distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered.
Got some room under the goal line. Touchdown, Baylor! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Run the gun. The running back has it. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 after the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Let's go! Let's go!
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Close to the marker, it's Gentry. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, TCU.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. The delay of game pushes the offense back. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Ellington. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
And that's got to be a big-time break because when you're a punt returner, you got all those guys flying down there and all those hands and all that speed on the field. It's hard to get back on the football. Nice job fumbling it. Not really, obviously, but a nice job recovering it.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Bears! And with that, they move Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Things did not go on the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this rookie ride so far and avoid the upset. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The Horned Frogs can really attack on this second and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, that's a fumble. Recovers the ball, and he's on the move. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous... but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Shotgun snap on third down. Fires deep on the right. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Bringing it back. The 20. Touchdown, Baylor! And they turn it into a defensive score. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense. We turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Finds a man on the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on first and 10. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Looking for a man. It's Ellington. Pass falls incomplete, but that was basically a free play as the defense was offsides, and this is going to be a first down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. He does a really good job at the quarterback spot, not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. The give out of the gun. Batted down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? We've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the option. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Short, trying to convert here. Hand off to the fullback. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try to pop the draw. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. This will be picked up. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Picked up a few extra on and returned a one-a play by this defense to get the football.
This offense really felt coming into today. They were going to have to throw the football. For the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield. It's Ellington. The short hands. It's Shelton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again.
All set. Here we go.
The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the wideout. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.
Gets away from one, finds one. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
Cooler.
Use the play fake. Now the throw. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Come on, set.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass. It's Ellington. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's small. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, by 7 possessions, eat clock, get out of here with the day.
This rivalry might not always get the headlines in the state of Texas, but it is full of passion, and the Bears will celebrate taking down TCU. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.